Hey, what's up everyone? Bigfoot here, and I am giving away a Gearbox here online, right here, right now. But we are going to get that in just a moment because I actually want to go through what I'm actually giving away. We're also going to go through a few other things like my t-shirt design that I just actually launched, happening right now. We're going to wait here a few minutes before we actually get into everything, so we get an opportunity for everyone to get on here. Now, as you can see here, I got a little setup, which is actually my new little studio setup. I have a lot more things I still have to work on. The lighting is not right now. I apologize. I actually purchased some more lighting that's going to kind of make this a little more lively and not so spotty like you see right now. I'm really bright. I'm doing this on my cell phone right now. But anyway, stick around here. We are going to do this thing live, which is different than what we've done before. Now, if you are following me on my newsletter, which you can find at followbigfoot.com, you signed up for the newsletter, you would have received a newsletter this last Sunday, I believe, a week ago, and I actually talked about the details of how to get into this giveaway. And the details were this. So first off, you had to open up this email, the newsletter. That's a pretty easy one. Second, you have to go over and follow me on Instagram, which is follow_Bigfoot. And then lastly, you have to be here right now. We are doing this live. Right now we got 44 people on here and it's counting, but you can only win if you are here right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and pick a name out of all the folks. I exported the list of all the folks that actually signed up for my newsletter and opened it. So these are the folks that just opened it, and I am going to pick one name. What we're going to do is we're going to go through here, and after I pick the name, we'll see if they're on. I will give them opportunity to answer, and all we need to do to verify that it is the person that I call is they just have to verify the email address that they signed up for the newsletter. Pretty simple stuff here. So anyway, we are going to get started. First things first, I just started my t-shirt campaign. I don't have it here. I was hoping that I would actually have it here. I can put it in the video right now, but it's being sent. I just started. I'm going to put links in the video once I get this live video done and on the way. But right now, you can go to my website, followbigfoot.com, and then on the header page there is two links. There is the Bigfoot t-shirt male version design, and then there's a female design, depending on which one that you want. We're going to be selling these t-shirts for 14 days, all the way through, I believe, St. Patrick's Day, sometime by the end of St. Patty's Day, which is Saturday, March 17th. But really excited about this. The proceeds for the t-shirt sales is going to go back into the channel, upgrading, number one, this lighting equipment. But as you guys know, I am actually going back to trail days here in a couple months, and I am doing another basically donation, or actually a fundraiser for ALDA, Appalachian Trail Long Distance Hikers Association, and we're going to actually do another campaign like I'm doing right now with my t-shirts. We're going to do a campaign for them where 100% of the proceeds will go to ALDA. More on that a little bit later, but I also am going to be making a sizable donation to ALDA, which is also going to be coming from this campaign as well. As you guys know, I'm all in about trying to give back to the community, and like we're doing right now, which is we're going to be giving away this Gearbox. So anyway, yeah, so I know I've seen a couple of you guys comment on the video, and this is actually, as you can see, we got some things going up here. We got a Bigfoot up here, and then we got a little sign over here, and we'll kind of see how this plays out. The only thing that I'm not very happy about right now is just the shadowing of the trees. So I got some work to do on this, but yeah, Bigfoot's in the woods. This is great. All right, so let's go ahead and go through what is in this month's Nomadic box. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with Nomadic, this is, I think, the third box I've given away, third or fourth actually. It's a company called Nomadic, and what they do is specialize in monthly gear subscriptions. So what you do is you go over, you check out Nomadic. I'll put the link in the description box below. So once this wraps up, you can go in there and check it out. But you can sign up for a gear subscription, and basically it's going to cost you somewhere between $29.99 to I think $31.99 each month, depending on the length of subscription, and you get $50 worth of gear each and every month, kind of like a little present. And if there's something in here that you don't like, that you don't want, or you already have, you actually can exchange it for a like item that they have. So everyone is happy. You can also give these things away. So if you want to just gift a box, you can do that as well. And I have this channel signed up here for a year's subscription because I'm going to give each box away each and every month. So let's see here. Wife likes the shadows, gives illusions of sunsetting. Hey, that's kind of cool. So if you guys like this or have some feedback for me, by the way, go ahead and throw it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. So anyway, let's talk about what's actually in the Nomadic box here for this month. So this month, the description is, or the theme I should say, is the Mountaineering Collection. So the first thing that we got here is called the Baladeo Locker 18 Function Multi-Tool. And I'm just going to read the description, and you guys can kind of give an idea of what this is. So be prepared for any situation that your next adventure throws at your way. No matter how rough things get, this multi-tool is one of a kind and contains just about any tool that you could possibly need, and then some. Lightweight and compact, this tool helps you to reduce the storage in your gear pack. It also features knives, corkscrews, wrenches, flathead, and Phillips screwdrivers, pliers, and more, which are all made from stainless steel to survive any type of condition. So that's the first thing. This is kind of the premier piece of gear. Every month with Nomadic, they have one piece of gear. It's kind of like the premier piece of gear. It's usually like a $20 to $40 item. That's the first thing that we're giving away. Actually, we're giving away all of this to one lucky person, but that's the first thing that's in the box. The second thing is a Monkey's keychain compass with thermometer. Never lose your direction with the important pieces of survival gear. This high caliber compass also features a quality thermometer, helpful for any drastic temperature change that might occur. So we got this little guy right here. And then I love the name of this one. This is pretty sweet actually. This is called the Doohickey Clip Key Tool by Nitzel. This clever, lightweight clip key has all the functionality of a basic multi-tool and none of the bulk. Clip it easy to your waist or T-chain or your next expedition, and always have a screwdriver head with you. Again, sorry again about the light, it's a little bright, but Doohickey, what a clever name. And lastly, and this is actually the first time I've actually seen this in their Gearbox, but we actually have something edible. This is called the Huppy Bar Whole Food Bar. This nutrient-dense snack is a great way to pack some great energy on your next adventure. They are gluten, soy, dairy, GMO, and preservative-free, yet there is no shortage of flavor. You can throw it in your pack and then hit the road or the trail. And one thing they added into this, and again, here's kind of just a close-up of that, but Nomadic, I'm going to give this to you guys here if you want to check this out, but Nomadic gives you a little coupon in here, which is for 40% off Huppy Bar. So you can see right there, there's your code. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway until they yell at me. But if you want to check out Huppy Bar, there's your 40% off code, and check it out. And then in every single Nomadic box, they give you kind of one of these little Nomadic challenges, which there's a few different rules of what the challenge is, and then they give away a bunch of gear. Of course, you do have to be signed up with their monthly gear subscription to get this, but anyway, this is what's going on with that. So that's the box. That's what we're giving away, and I'm gonna give it away right now to one lucky individual. We got 54 people on right now. Now what I mentioned in the email was that I was going to give this thing away right around 4:15 p.m. or right at 4:15 p.m. just to give everyone an opportunity to be able to get in here. So I do want to make sure that we get closer to that 4:15 before I actually raffle off the actual Gearbox. So right now, I got a bunch of comments coming in here, and I'm still new to this YouTube Live right now. So one of the things I need to do is I'm just going to pull up this on my laptop so I actually can see your guys' comments. And for the next few minutes, I would love to answer any questions that you guys have. And then when we get to 4:15 in 5 minutes here, we will go ahead and give this box away. So let's see here. Apologize, I probably could have had this like up and going before we started this thing, but you know what, I'm learning all the time. Okay, so what I got here for some questions, looks like you guys like the backdrop here. Like I said, we'll I got a few things that I got to do to kind of plus this up, but this is what we're going to work with here. Let's see. I'll take a box for free, but you owe me one. I like the shadows. A few blazes would be cool. Hey, I love that idea. That's a fantastic idea. I think we should put a white blaze on a couple of these trees. What do you guys think? That's awesome. Okay, can you meet me on Springer on April 5th? You know what? There's nothing that I would rather do than head out to the Appalachian Trail and hike it. But I can't. I got to be back home. My next adventure, I think I saw that next adventure. So my next adventure actually is going to be the 3rd weekend of April. If you checked out my website, it has a link on there that talks about my upcoming hiking adventures. And I talked about doing the Katy Trail with my neighbor. And he still hasn't been able to get the time off yet. So if he does get the time off, we are going to do the Katy Trail, which is a trail that most of you, if you don't live in Missouri, you probably have never heard before. It's a bike trail, or actually it's a railroad that's kind of turned into a bike trail. It's gravel, it's really flat, it's really easy, but it's about, I don't know, like 250, 270 miles, and we were just going to push this thing and do it in a week, do like 40-mile days, have some fun, and just spend some time together. It was his idea. Now, if he can't get the time off, then I am going to hike a long-distance trail, a shorter long-distance trail. Maybe the Ozark Trail. There's also a trail in Arkansas that I was looking at. I forgot the name of it. And maybe the Benton McKay Trail over in, actually, I believe the starting point is out in Springer. So that is some options that I may do if this other thing doesn't work, but I will be doing it 3rd week in April, right around there. Okay, what time is it? Okay, we got a few minutes here. I want to name my dog Medic so I can call out Medic. I love that. So someone just mentioned I want to name my dog Medic so I can call out Medic in the woods. That's cool. Nice set. Happy trails. Like the hat. Thank you. Thank you. What's your favorite piece of gear in the box? My favorite piece of gear in this box, actually, I like the doohickey. And it's a lot because of the name. I probably would never have one of these in my backpack out in the backcountry. Now, if it's just like any piece of gear that I'd be like, you know, whether it's using everyday use or if I was like on a weekend backpacking trip where I really don't care about weight, then yeah, something like this. But honestly, I probably would never have necessities for this out in the backcountry. But this thing I definitely could see coming in handy. Like I said, the name of it is just awesome. I love that. Let's see, what size do the shirts go to? I believe the regular tee, so I have a regular tee and I have a youth tee. The regular tee is like extra small up to like double XL, I want to say. And then the kid's shirt is small up to extra large, I believe. Let's see. Love the live giveaway thing. Is this something you're going to continue to do? Yes, I am going to. So I'm going to give away these Gearboxes the rest of the year. I have it signed up all the way through December. And what I'm going to do is just what I'm doing right now, which is I'm going to send out probably a week or two before the live gear giveaway. I'm going to send out in my newsletter how you get into the gear giveaway. It's going to change each and every month. And then part of the requirement of you being able to know how to get in this thing is you got to open up the newsletter. So make sure you check out the newsletter. If you're not signed up yet, go over to followbigfoot.com and sign up for a newsletter so that you can get into these Gearbox giveaways, which is free. I'm never going to do anything for the Gearbox giveaway that costs any money. So it's going to be free, and but yeah, you have to have that engagement level, and I want to obviously reward folks that are engaged with us here at Follow Bigfoot. Let's see. how and where can we buy the t-shirt tomorrow? You can buy it right now. I will put links in the description box below once I get done here. You can also go to my website, followbigfoot.com, and there's 2 links on my page. It says Bigfoot t-shirts male, and then another one for female. So there's a male design and a female design, so you can go there and check it out. You can also check it out. I posted a link on Instagram. I posted a link on my Facebook page, which is Follow Bigfoot. So you can go to any of those things to find it. When are you going to review the Nock trekking poles? Actually, I was going to review them yesterday, and then I did this instead. It's just kind of a matter of time, but I'll give you kind of a sneak preview. I did not have, so with the carbon fiber poles that I took out with me on my backpacking trip in December, I actually had one of the poles break on me. And I wouldn't recommend any carbon, I'm not a carbon fiber pole fan. I have had nothing but problems with carbon fiber since I started using the poles. I do beat the crap out of my poles, so I'm only going to carry aluminum back there. And one thing just to note, the poles out there, the carbon fiber, the material, it does get very brittle or more brittle in extreme conditions, and it was probably like 5 degrees, 10 degrees out, so it was cold, so that also probably added into it. But I'm going to actually be now carrying the Nock Outdoors aluminum and cork trekking poles. That's kind of what my next one is that I'm testing out, that I've been using. I know it's 4:15. I'm just going to go through a couple of comments, and then when we wrap up here, I'll probably just spend maybe 5 more minutes going through some questions for you guys. I don't want to make this too terribly long. I saw somewhere in here about putting hanging a bear bag, I think that's an awesome idea. You guys have like the best ideas. I think that's totally cool. I think we should put a white blaze up in one of these. We definitely need to hang a bear bag, and someone said something about Miss Bigfoot. So I love the ideas, and I don't want to make it too distracting, but you know what? I think that's awesome. You guys have just awesome ideas. Okay, I'm going to take a pause on the comments. We're going to give this thing away. We got 60 people right now that are watching, so let's see, there was a total of 385 people that opened up this email, and obviously right now only 59 people are on, so you have to be on right now in order to win this thing, but it's just after 4:15, so we met that requirement, and I'm gonna draw the first name. Now, as a reminder, when I draw this name, this is the name that you signed up for when you signed up with my newsletter. So what I'm looking for is, if someone, I'm going to give about 20 seconds for the person, or 30 seconds to comment whether or not that they are here, and I need to know not only that you are on, but what is the email address that you signed up for my newsletter. You should be able to know it, because you wouldn't be here and you wouldn't have opened up my newsletter if you didn't have that. So the first name, the winner of the Nomadic box, if they're on, is Stephen Lynch. Stephen Lynch, are you in the house? I'm going to give a little bit of time for Stephen to respond. If I don't hear from you in about 20 seconds, we are going to move on to the next person here. And like I said, you got to make sure you give me your email address that you so I know it's you. We got about 10 more seconds, and then we are going to go on to the next name. I know everyone else is probably saying, please don't respond, Stefan. Please don't respond. All right. Time's up. Stefan was not on. I apologize, Stefan. Next name. I got, by the way, if I ever mutilate some of these names, I apologize. Sometimes I'm not the greatest at pronunciation, but Catherine Malm, M-A-L-M. Catherine, are you in the house right now? You got about 30 seconds to respond, and move on to the next one. We got 64 people on, so we got a few extra people here. And again, I'm drawing names from the list of people that opened up my newsletter this last Sunday. So make sure you check out those newsletters. By the way, I am going to send out probably tonight another newsletter with the details of how to buy my shirt. So if you guys don't have a chance to go check out my website or anything like that, I'll send that newsletter out so you have it in your email. Hi. I'm looking for a Catherine Malm, M-A-L-M. I don't see anything on here. Catherine, you're not here. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. We don't got all day. Next person, Rob. We got Rob Burgeno, B-U-R-G-E-N-O. Rob. Rob, are you on? Yeah, Catherine says no. Rob, you got 20 or 30 seconds to respond here, and we'll move on to the next one. Again, the person that I just drew was Rob Burgeno, B-U-R-G-E-N-O. Rob, are you here? You got about 15 seconds, and then we're moving on to the next one. Do 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 do. And actually, I think this is the way to do these giveaways. To be quite honest, I was you know, kind of pulling names before. You didn't have to be present, but like I said, I really want to reward the folks that are engaged here on the channel, especially the ones that you guys comment in every video, you guys follow, you guys watch. All right, we are moving on. Yes, Kurt, you still have a chance. Next name, Dustin Rainey. Dustin Rainey, are you on? You got 30 seconds, my friend. Dustin Rainey. All right. What do I do if you call my name, please? If I call your name, give me the email address. Number one, hey, you're here, but I need your email address that you signed up with my newsletter. I will verify that in my list that I have, because how I came up with all this is I exported the list of everybody that opened up my newsletter this last Sunday, which had the details how to get on this giveaway. That's all it had. But I'm using that list, and I have your email address. Okay. I don't see anybody from Dustin. Okay. I don't always get notifications when you pop up videos, even though my notifications are on. That's weird. I don't know. That shouldn't be a problem. I haven't heard that, but I'll have to look into that. If anybody knows the answer to that, then please respond below, but I haven't heard that. Okay, next one is Frank Cannataro. C-A-N-N-A-T-A-R-O. Frank, are you on? And I know there's a couple of folks talking about notifications, so make sure if you don't have the notifications on, you got to go to my website, or not my website, but Follow Bigfoot, my channel, and then click on that little icon. It looks like a bell. You click on it, and it says, do you want to receive notifications? Yes, and then you'll get to receive a notification every time that I come on, especially when we're doing these live giveaways. That'll be important. Again, we are looking for Frank. Is Frank, what's the last name? Cannataro, are you out there? Going once, going twice, gone. All right. Jose Perez. Jose Perez, are you in the house? It's actually taken a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought we would maybe take just a few names. So I think this is like number 6 or something like that. So again, we got, looks like 64 people on, and my phone just gave me a notification that I have 20% battery left. So we can't go on forever on this because my phone's going to die, and then, yeah, that's not going to be good. To get on the list that we're choosing from right now, you have to be signed up for my newsletter, and you had to open up my newsletter this last Sunday. I exported all the contacts of everyone that opened up that list, and then you have to be on this live. I talked about it in the newsletter, so that's how I got it. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on from Jose. Let's see here. Next one, Danielle Divily. D-I-V-I-L-L-Y. Is Daniel on? Daniel, are you on? Ratatouille is a masterpiece of modern cinema. I like Ratatouille. I would agree with that. Yep, I know I should have plugged in my charger. I started my phone, it was like, had like 45%. I'm like, that's plenty. I'm not going to have to worry about this. But this live stuff must really suck it out. Should check with the names of those on and just draw and match the names. The problem with that is the names that you guys choose for YouTube handles doesn't match the names that people signed up for with this. It's got to be stuff that's really simple. And again, I want to reward engagement. Part of engagement with this one of the requirements was opening up this newsletter. Okay, I'm moving on. We don't got Daniel on. Rick Sosa, S-O-U-S-A. Rick, are you on? Looking for Rick Sosa. Nomadic box. Hopefully we can give this thing away here very close. I have about 30 people that are really engaged here. Here, I'm Rick. Okay. All right. Looks like we might have Rick here. Rick, why don't you give me the email address that you signed up here so I can verify that? And if it matches, you're good to go. You win the box, man. So I'm just waiting for Rick, which is Polly Pocket Collector. Rick, are you Rick, you gotta, in order to get it though, you gotta give me your email address. I'm looking for your email address that you signed up for my newsletter. Okay, he said just kidding. So Polly's not Rick, I think. All right, well, we're gonna keep on moving on. So Rick going once, going twice, gone. All right. Keechy Anchorman. Keechy, K-E-E-C-H-Y is the first name. Ackerman, actually, sorry. Ackerman, A-K-K-E-R-M-A-N. You got about 20 seconds to respond here. 20 seconds, and we're going to, and please, I know it's funny, Polly, but for now on, let's just so we're not here all day, make sure that you respond only if you are. I just need to, again, I need to know the email address so I know that it is you. All right. Got a couple of new people on. I'm seeing right now we're giving away this Nomadic box right now, but I'm pulling a list of people that opened up my last newsletter, and that's how we're choosing. So I don't hear Keechy. We're gonna move on. Aiden Birch. Aiden, A-I-D-A-N, Birch, B-I-R-C-H. Aiden, are you in? You got 20 seconds to respond, my friend, and then we're moving on. Aiden Birch. Do, 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 do. A lot of comments. That's pretty sweet. You guys are very, very engaged. Sooner or later, we're gonna find someone. So I hope you guys, the folks that are on here, I'm assuming the folks that are staying on are the ones that actually watched the, or excuse me, opened up this newsletter and qualified for this. So I don't have an Instagram account, so not sure if I'm in the drawing. I did put you in the drawing. I did not hold that against you if you're not. I just pulled the list of the people that opened up it. I didn't cross-reference it with the Instagram. So I did do that just because folks that might not have an Instagram. Okay, I'm moving on. We don't got Aiden on here. Jeffrey Smith. Jeffrey Smith is the next one. How do I get your newsletter? Go to my website, followbigfoot.com. There is either a pop-up that's going to pop up if you have not been to my website before, or you can just scroll down and you can just fill it out. There's a little sidebar that has my monthly subscription newsletter to sign up for. All right, Jeffrey Smith. Your odds are getting better. That is very, very true. Okay, I'm guessing we don't have Jeffrey Smith. Yeah, I don't have a copyright version for humming the Jeopardy music, but I'm probably not even humming it right. So, okay, next one, Patrick Shords. I know Patrick very well. Patrick actually came down and picked me up on the JMT. Patrick, are you on? Patrick is always, I know, one of those guys that's pretty much always engaged. Patrick, looking for Patrick. Patrick. Shords, are you on, Mr. Patrick? And I believe his handle, his YouTube handle, is Patrick Shorts too. So I'm going to give Patrick about 10 more seconds, and then we are going to move on. So am I still in? I only signed up for your newsletter and Instagram about 15 minutes ago. The list that I pulled at about 3:50, so it was 40 minutes ago. So if it was only 15 minutes ago, then I'm sorry you're not. Miyagi is in the house. Hi, neighbor to the north. SHT, FKT, catch me if you can. Fist bumps. Boom. Okay, I'm moving on. Patrick's not on. Sorry, Patrick. Next one, Oscar, I'm Huynh. Oscar, are you on? I know someone said pick a female name. Yeah, what I use, by the way, how I like get all of these when I do these gear giveaways, I just use like a random name generator on YouTube, or excuse me, on the internet. It's really easy. It makes it easier for me. I just copy and paste everything that I exported, throw them in there, and just click a button. So one more time, it is Oscar. Oscar, are you on? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No Oscar. I know it's a long giveaway. I'm hoping it's probably in the beginning it is. And I think once people start realizing what I'm doing here, it's not going to be as long. Brian Ratliff. Brian, are you on? R-A-T-L-I-F-F. Brian. We're looking for Brian. We're gonna wait only 15 seconds now, so that we aren't. This is not going to go forever. Brian Ratliff. I see Brian Vinci just commented. I don't know. I don't know if that's the same Brian. Doesn't look like it. I think the 15 seconds are up. Sorry. All right, next one is Paul Batts. B-A-T-T-S. Paul Batts. Are you on? And I think this stream, by the way, is about 5 seconds behind when I'm talking to you, when I actually see it come out on my computer. So I do have to probably wait like 5 extra seconds just in case. That's why I have been going a little bit longer. Come to Brazil, Bigfoot. We have some tasty scenery here as well. I would love to. Congratulations on your 1,000,000 steps, by the way. I just saw that. You guys just hit the 1,000,000 steps not too long ago. Nice job, man. Okay. Going once, going twice for Paul. Someone's got to be on. This is like 15. I can't believe. Surprised that it's taken this long. Okay, Paul, we're moving on. All right. Next one is Kyle Hinckley. Kyle, H-I-N-K-L-E. Kyle Hinckley. Are you on, Kyle? By the way, if you guys think of cool little ways of doing this in the future, then please leave it below, so then you know, maybe we can learn from this. Okay, so I just got a comment. Read off a bunch of names, first one to respond. I think that's a great idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 5 names, and whoever responds first, that gives me their email, I verify, we're going to give it away. So let's see. Here goes. We got Gary Venezuela. We have Ken Jank, J-A-N-C. I got Trina Mazzucchelli. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Trina Mazzucchelli. Then we got Jason Parker and Jeremy Nielsen. All right, so I just read off 5 names, and I'm going to give you guys a second to respond and see if we got someone. If I read off your name, say yes, you're here. Give me your name again, because I'm probably going to forget which one, because I just throw a bunch of them, and then the email address. I can't wait for next year's giveaway. Hi, Bigfoot. Okay, I don't think anybody's on. We're going to give out the next 5. We still got 60-something people on here, so it's only a matter of time. I'm assuming you guys that you guys signed up for the newsletter and you saw this. So there's only 380 people I'm drawing from. Okay, here's the next 5 names. We got Lindsay Shemiski, Michael Harris, William Lewis, Stephanie Lunning, and Frank Hitzman. Yes, all right. And actually, I recognize Michael Harris because he is someone that we have corresponded before. I know he is BDU King. Michael Harris, I don't even need to verify that, because, like I said, I know who you are. Michael, I'm sending this to you, my friend. You get the Nomadic box. Go ahead. I will send you an email to that email address that you signed up with your newsletter to get your address, and then we will get this thing going. Thanks, everyone. Sorry for it taking a little longer than usual. We'll think about, again, if you have any questions or anything like that, you have, put them below, or maybe just feedback on how we get better at this thing. I did say I was going to answer a few questions at the very end, so I am going to say, I don't know how much longer my phone battery is on, but I am going to stay on for just a few minutes, just answering a few questions. So starting right now, if you have any questions, I will do a very short Q&A right now with you guys. I am only looking at new comments. I'm not going to go back to older comments. So let's get them rolled in, and we'll see how many of these comments or questions that we can answer right now. All right. Are you having a meetup at the trail days? Great question. I think I should. I'm going to be there. Me and Miss Bigfoot are going to get there on Thursday night. Actually, Friday morning. We're leaving late Sunday, so we're going to be there the entire time. And I will, yes, that's a great, I know Miss Bigfoot's on right now, so Miss Bigfoot will talk about it, and I will let you guys know, and we can do some sort of meetup. Great idea. Ever chase a bear off from camp at night? I did. If you check out my Appalachian Trail videos, it was somewhere in, it was in Virginia. It was probably somewhere in like days 40 to 45 in that range. I was with the Germans, and we had to run a bear out of camp 2 different times. It was crazy. It was actually, it's kind of a comical video, so check that out. Quick, EE versus Z-Packs quilt. So I have not, I got 10% left in my battery, so I'm going to make this quick here, just a few questions. I haven't tried Z-Packs new quilts. I just tried their old sleeping bags. So compared to their bag versus the Revelation, I like the Revelation better. But again, maybe when I try Z-Packs quilt, then I'll let you know about that. But I do love the Revelation. What are your shirts made of? I think it's just, they're just cotton t-shirts. I didn't have any synthetic. They don't have synthetic shirts that they sell, at least not at this time right now. I asked that question right away. A lot of fun. Yes, is a gear giveaway open to UK guys? I'll pay postage if a yes. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Anyone that's a patron, I would have no problem with that. Are there any good trails in Minnesota for a beginning backpacker? You know what? I think there's some great sections of the Spirit Hiking Trail that I recommend. And actually, most of the trails that are some great trails are up north. I actually did a video, a Q&A not long ago, and I talked about some of the trails. But I can't remember what the couple of names. There's one down in Winona that's really great. I just can't think of what the name is. What I hike on a lot is the name of the trail. I'm trying to think. Murphy-Hanrahan Park Reserve has got a trail. Miss Bigfoot's actually plugging in my phone right now. But Murphy-Hanrahan has a park reserve that I do most of my hiking on because it's really close to my house. And I do like a 6.5 mile loop, and it's about 1,200 feet of elevation. So it's a good trail just to get your heart bumping, some good elevation. It's rolling hills, rolling terrain. Have you ever used the Gossamer gear poles? I haven't yet. If you recommend them, maybe I will down in the future, but that's one I have not done yet. The step challenge has been great. Maybe the top 2 should get a pair of trekking poles, just saying, because they are slaying it above and beyond. Good point. Maybe we'll end up doing something at the very end with all the folks with that. I think that's a great idea. I don't know if we'll do the if we would do the top 2, or if we would do put everyone in that met the challenge and then draw some names. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. But let me know your thoughts for those of you that are in the million step.
The charger?
I can't see if it's charged or not. Miss Bigfoot's down here, by the way. You want to say hi at all?
No.
Okay. She's shy. She's behind the counter. I hiked a lot in my 20s, now retiring at 66. Should I or not the AT? Absolutely. It's either, for the most part, you have this huge group of folks that are very young, just out of high school or in between college, and you have the folks that are retired. There is a large majority that are in that 55 to 70 range, and I would go. You do it. Absolutely do it. It'll change your life. Fun fact, I don't know the exact number, but it outweighs like 2 or 3 to 1 the amount of the older folks, the older generation that are above 55. They're 3 times or 4 times more likely to finish the trail than the folks in their 20s. Experience pays off. Okay. Really enjoy. Okay. All right. I think we got through all of the questions. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for staying engaged. We will do another gear giveaway here next month. So stay tuned for that. And again, if you haven't checked out my t-shirts, check them out. They'll be on the market for the next 2 weeks. Bye, guys.